Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Stories as always. I'm your host Chris Jack. Today checking out this year's biggest Air Max Day release next to the Air Max 90 Bacons, of course. It's the evolution of Icon's Air Max 1. Without further ado, let's check them out. Alright, so this is going to be quite a complex review as the evolution of Icon's Air Max 1, which released on the 26th of March 2021, obviously this year in celebration of Air Max Day, has a hell of a lot of detail, a hell of a lot of inspiration. Basically, Nike has taken a whole bunch of the history of Air models, incorporated inspiration from each of those different OG colorways into this beautifully executed Air Max 1. Now, to get through this review, it's going to probably take some time. As mentioned, there's a hell of a lot of detail going on here. But as usual, starting with the outsoles of the shoe, these are the standard OG Air Max 1 outsoles in the OG coloring, as far as I'm aware at least. So no real difference between the two there. But when we start to move up into the midsoles of the shoe, you'll notice a whole bunch of different color blocking that has been used and inspired by these other models. Now, I guess to start off with the upper here, where things get absolutely crazy with all these different inspirations, I'm going to start up here with the eyelets over here. Immediately you can see hits of the OG infrared Air Max 90, which has been brought through on both of the shoes. It's a really standout feature of the Air Max 90. If we just look at just the two that I've got over here at the moment, you can see, I mean, these ones are done in black, but that's like super iconic, a part at least of that shoe that's been coming through. And then like working the way down already, one of my favorite shoes and one of my biggest regrets actually for letting go, because one of my followers on Sneaker Stories really wanted a pair of them and I just decided to pass them off. But it's the Air Max 180 Ultramarine colorway, which is brought through in the lateral side swoosh and towards the heel section of the shoe here with this kind of like patent leather look that it's got going on here with the Nike Air branding in the heel. Now set just below that, you've got color blocking of different tones of gray. I'm not actually entirely sure which shoe that comes. It's a little bit of like the Air Max 95, like neon colors, you know, towards the bottom of the shoe. And that's kind of accentuated here with this light green bubble here on the exterior or the lateral side of the shoe. But when you switch the shoe around, it's a different color. It's like a split tone bubble. Like, it's just super awesome that's got going on there. And the rest of the shoes are basically panels of overlaid leather. It's a really nice quality leather. It's very, very thick and nice and tumbled as well. It's got some good texture to it there as well. And that basically encompasses the entire upper of the shoe. Now, moving on to further elements of the shoe, you'll move towards the toe box section here, where you do have a beautiful embroidered mini swoosh there done in tonal white. And when it comes to the toe box, one of the more crazy details on the Air Max 1 evolution of Icons is the use of this Air Max Plus toe box, at least the detailing, which is over the leather panel over here. And that's on the right side, or the right shoe at least. And then you've got the traditional Air Max 98 detailing embroidered into the toe box on the left hand side, so paying homage to both of those shoes in that section. Now, from a lacing perspective on both of these shoes, as I make my way up towards the top of the shoe, you've just got one set of flat white laces which are provided with the shoe, which are the standard Air Max laces. They do also give you one other set of other laces which are also white. I think they probably could have done like a completely different lace here, like from a 98 or something different, like a rope lace or whatever. But these are pretty much what you get with an Air Max 90 and a lot of other Air Max products as well. It's slightly different texture on the lace, maybe a little bit of a different material, but pretty much standard, nothing really special on the aglets of these. But when you get to the top of the shoe, at least the top of the tongue here, which the exterior is done in a base white leather. We've got this beautiful golden brown glossy Air Max Plus logo here on the right hand side. And then paying homage to the Air Max 97, you've got the logo used on that particular shoe in black and red here, which is kind of like set just into the leather overlay of the left hand shoe tongue. Now, swinging around to the lateral side of the left-hand shoe, you'll notice this hit of beautiful green over here, which pays homage to the Air Max 93 OG, another classic shoe and beautiful. It's like literally one of my favorite colors, which I absolutely love how that works with the grays and the whites and the pop of infrared here at the top. And then swinging around to the medial side of the shoe, you'll see the Air Max 95 neon, at least the color hue of that, come through on that swoosh there. And one of my absolute favorite parts of this particular release, at least the makeup of it, has to be the inclusion of the 326. I thought quite a few of you guys will know right now that's my birth date as well. but obviously signifying for Air Max Day. And this is done on a 3M panel here. The 3.26 is just debossed into that panel, but it really stands out nice. Like, I've been wearing my like 2014 Air Max Day, Air Max 1s at least, probably every single Air Max Day on my birthday, because that's adorned on the tongue section of that shoe. But now I've got something a little bit different to wear on Air Max Day. So I'm definitely trying to find a pair of these. I've already mentioned here in the heel section of the other, that brings in the ultramarine coloring on that panel just with the Nike Air. But it doesn't end there. The interior of the shoe is done in a full white leather as well, so the sock liner part at least. And then I'm just going to pull these insane insoles out, and I've got to take both of them out because they are slightly different. You've basically got all 10 shoes which have played influence, or at least inspiration, into the makeup or material makeup of the Air Max 1 evolution of Icons. So they're basically printed all the way throughout there. You've got a small little Nike Air logo in both heel sections, and then just the evolution of Icons step and repeat in the back section of that. Now, it obviously doesn't end just with the shoes. The box itself over here is absolutely incredible, mashing up a whole bunch of different Air Max releases, even through like things like Vapor Max and all of that. What's gone into creating the print of this box is probably quite a lot of work and probably quite expensive. And then just to open it up for you, nothing special with the paper, of course, just the standard paper, and these are just the inserts of the shoe. But really nice. Like, the next evolution, Nike Air branding on the inside. A lot of thought that's gone into the box of this shoe. Overall speaking, price point wise, obviously sold out quite quickly on sneakers, but quite a few guys in South Africa managed to get their hands on pairs, which is always like such a relief, because generally we just don't. So even if I don't get them and other people get them, then I'm super happy for them. And speaking about that, this isn't actually my pair. I'm definitely trying to still get a pair of these. A huge shout out to Eric, the sticker guy, for providing these for us to take a look at today. I know it's quite a short review, but it's basically just the inspiration of a whole bunch of Air coming into an Air Max 1. From a pricing perspective, on the aftermarket, sitting at around $190 to $200, at least in the States, places like StockX, Goat, etc. In South Africa, between $4,500 of the first kind of prices that I've seen of the shoe. However, they probably aren't really worth that much when you take into consideration the global value of this particular release right now. But this is definitely one of the shoes that is inspired by the kind of like what the vibe or whatever that they do, with a whole bunch of different releases, mashing up a bunch of different colorways and inspirations. This kind of thing generally, in my opinion, goes up after time. So if you are looking to get a pair of these and you don't want to wear them, which I certainly do want to wear these, then it is probably something that I think will climb up over time. In terms of resale value, of course. Now, from a sizing perspective, I only have this UK 7 over here, so I can't actually give you an accurate sizing suggestion on this, but I would be willing to bet true to size would probably be pretty safe. If you don't know what that is, you can always try on a general release Air Max 1 in store. And if you can't find one in store, then you're welcome to come past Storied Cape Town here, our live local marketplace here in, of course, Cape Town. You can check us out at www.storied.capetown or visit us in store at 166 Batencrack Street. And we've got plenty of Air Max 1s here for you guys to come get your size from. None of these specifically as of yet, but as a live marketplace, we receive new pairs from sellers every single day. So I'm hoping a UK 9 comes in for at least me, because it's something that I would be buying instantaneously the minute I see one. But that's pretty much it for this quick review of the Air Max 1 evolution of Icons. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, found it helpful, and maybe even learned something here today. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe right here for more content like this down the line. But that is all from me for today, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.